Reunion. Hello, y'all. I was selling crack on a private jet up in the hell and back. But no confusion, this a reunion. Hello, y'all. Welcome back. Get murder here. He counting money. He said, "Can man, the hell with rap." I'm only here to shit on niggas and piss on bitches. Welcome, mats. I bought jewelry and bikes, nigga. Black Benzes and white Vigors. Now I'm out here and I'm looking for more chandeliers and light fixtures. Nah, I don't like niggas. What's wrong with me? I'm a hype nigga, but this 44 turn to Michael Jordan. Now I'm looking, say, take flight.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. This episode is sponsored by Underdog. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and New York, just to name a few. Make sure to support the show by hitting the link in the bio and downloading the Underdog app. Use code MASECAM or STAT to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash with your first deposit and a free pick. It's also More Money Monday on Underdog, which means there are profit boost tokens waiting in the lobby for every customer. It doesn't matter if you're new or if you've been around. We're getting more money today. I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your hosts Mase and Cam.
What's up, man? What's good, man?
Real quick, Murder, let me get the camera. Look, when y'all go to Underdog, we know y'all going to Underdog. You got to use code Mase Stat or Cam because niggas acting like niggas just signing up. Don't disrespect the Underdog. Y'all know y'all are niggas.
Yeah.
But they talk about, yeah, people sign up, but if it's not y'all code, we don't know. We sent them, all right?
Yeah.
We sent them niggas there, man. So make sure you use code Cam, Mase, or Stat to let niggas know how they got the Underdog. Appreciate y'all. What's up, Murder? How you?
I'm chilling, man. It was a crazy weekend. There was a lot of good games yesterday.
Well, who
Be
you
ready,
should
Mike.
be worried about is the Cowboys because the Ravens beat the Cowboys 28-25.
No, that I was hurt about. That's what I was hurt about. I was just flat out hurt. I felt like a golly, man. I felt like I was like, why does it hurt me like this? You know, like I felt, you know. Like say you're okay, in your young days you're a player, you got plenty, whatever, you're hanging around. But you got that one. It's just that one, right? And some goes down or you go over there and she got some other guy. And it just hurt you in your heart. You try to act cool because you're the player, you know, I'm cool with it, man, I'm cool. But you know you feel that. You know what I mean? I just feel it, man. God almighty, I can't take it. Boy, I was so disappointed with the way they played. And I told you guys I was concerned about that. I was concerned about them about their ability to stop the run, which they could not stop the run. I needed Dak Prescott and I needed CeeDee Lamb to have one of those big days because it was going to be an offensive battle. And I found out other issues, even on that side, you know, Ravens were very physical with CeeDee. They kept pressing on him every which way. They were very, very physical with him. And the thing is, it knocked him off his game. It knocked them off the game. Here's the kicker, though, guys. That's all you're going to see now until you beat it. That's what the NFL is. Whatever grade you're going to get stuck in this grade until you beat it. Now, everybody is going to play physical and try to do the same things that the Ravens did to the CD. And I'm saying, at least down the road, I need the Cowboys to start looking at bringing in hitting that trade deadline to get some other offensive weapon. You're never going to fix that defense and stopping the run. So you got to try to outscore teams. So they got to try to make a trade somewhere and get another offensive weapon.
So to make sure that I'm hearing you correctly, are you saying that the only offensive weapon the Dallas Cowboys have is CeeDee Lamb?
Oh, right now, the only danger to anyone is, CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, no doubt. And I'm not saying those other guys can't make any plays. They can make plays. But as the games get bigger and the games get tighter, that's the difference between the guys that make plays and a championship. Those other guys that know how to make plays in pressure situations and win games is the difference. Everybody's a football player and an NFL player. They can make plays. But when those pressure situations come on, it's a different thing. And the Cowboys are going to need another offensive weapon.
I thought Ferguson did good. What do you think about him? What about Jake?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He does. Yeah, I like Ferguson. I like Ferguson. But I'm talking about another bona fide wide receiver, or certainly a young running back to give him some help offensively.
Now you want a running back, huh? We was talking. We talked 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, we talking. Oh, Zeke is back with the crew. He's with the family,
and he fits better than anybody else.
Yeah. Now they need a running back.
Now they need a running back.
Zeke has 6 yards.
Don't try.
Yeah, that's what you said. You said you'd rather have him more than Kamara. You said now he's with the team. He's better than Kamara. Zeke has 3 carries for 6 yards today.
What I said was, it is good that we got Zeke back. We need Zeke back. And I'm still happy we got Zeke back. But because of this poor rush defense, you're going to have more weapons on offense. That's what I said. That is not the antithesis of what I said before. It's an addition to what I said before. It's not the opposite. It's an addition.
I'm not sure who to believe more, him or YSL Woody.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. This sounds like YSL Woody on the stand. I'm not sure. Once he start bringing out antithesis, I'm not jacking nothing.
Oh man.
Antithesis. After the word antithesis,
YSL Irvin is crazy.
YSL Irvin is crazy.
Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy.
I can't believe
when it comes to them Cowboys, man.
No, I can't. When they come to Cowboys, he gonna find all type of words, man. Listen, bro. Zeke Elliott, I wasn't believing you 2 weeks ago when you said he was better than Kamara. And he just, week after week, he's just showing us how he just dwindled away. He has 6 yards today, 3 carries. It was pathetic, actually. We got to see a little bit of Derrick Henry from the last 2 years that we haven't seen just yet.
Derrick came back.
Yeah. This is the Derrick Henry that we've been seeing the last 3-4 years in Tennessee. He looked like that guy today. What I will say is this, what I gathered more than anything else after this game, because I thought the game was over in the third quarter, is that Baltimore let the Cowboys score 19 points to 0 in the fourth quarter. This thing turned out to be a little closer than it should be. And that gave me a cause to pause. You can't let any team, let alone the Dallas Cowboys, get 19 points in a quarter and you don't score.
Thank you.
What happened?
No, sorry about that.
All right.
And they got 19 points and lost. It's crazy.
Yeah, but absolutely. But I was just saying more about Baltimore's defense.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot let that happen. When you got the game sewn up, you can't give up 19 points in the fourth quarter and turn it into a 3-point game. I thought they played exceptional up until the fourth quarter. And I was saying that, don't let these motherfuckers come back and beat y'all niggas, because I don't feel like hearing Mike. I was sitting there at the end of the third quarter like, Mike might have a rough night.
Oh, my God, you would have heard it.
Yeah.
But, listen, man, I watched you'd have heard like, oh, no, what, boy. Goddamn. I would have come in there like, I had it all played too, right? But
he had it all planned out.
I wanted to get on the bandwagon. I wanted to get on it because, you know what? Let me tell you how it is right now. Because you're watching, and then, this game's over. And then they'll give you a glimmer of hope. And I got to go I got to get out of here. I'm trying to watch the game. I don't want to leave. And, that's a banana in the tailpipe. I don't want to hear that stuff. Well, we played pretty good. We took it to the end and lost by 3. You notice I didn't even bring that up. Because I know that's what a lot of people will say. And I know if Jimmy Johnson was here, he would be squashing it. Now, they may take it in as some kind of sophomore victory. Well, we did come back and get it within 3. Flush that down the toilet, man. Get on out of here with that. You didn't complete it, all of that. Now, right around Wednesday, since they play Thursday, this will be a quick one. Right around Wednesday, I'll be turning around and saying, you know what? Colorado and my great friend Deion Sanders going to give me something right here. You know what I mean by this? Because remember this. This is a parallel. Colorado lost to Nebraska like this. Nebraska jumped out early, scored all the points. Colorado won the second half. But then the next week, Colorado came back and won again. So I'm taking inspiration from my man Deion Sanders. And I know Thursday night.
Man.
I'm just saying.
YSL, you gotta chill out, YSL.
Stop, man.
The same pattern.
You gotta stop.
Following the same pattern. Hey, dog, listen. That Colorado, I know we're talking about that. That Colorado game was insane.
First of all, real quick. Colorado has one loss, all right? Let's start there. Y'all have two, so y'all not following the same path. Right. Let's start right there.
Different blueprint.
It's a different blueprint. They have one loss. Secondly, Colorado finished the comeback. It wasn't an almost. They finished the comeback. Right. And listen, I spoke to Deion briefly last night, man. Listen, bro, that game was amazing. And see, we're going to get back to this, but see, what Mike tried to do was veer us off the Cowboys on how great. So we'll take a second. Shout out, first of all, Travis Hunter. I don't know, fucking ridiculous, man. Offense, defense, I don't even know what to say about Travis Hunter. Shador, I thought before he hit that last Hail Mary where they caught it before they went in overtime, whoever was the kid that dropped the pass right before that, the last person who caught the pass saved him because he would have heard it all week. He put the ball right in his chest and he dropped the ball. Yeah, and he dropped the ball, man. But listen, man, we coming out to Colorado. We gonna do the show out there, Mike. We got to figure this schedule out. We got to get down to Colorado before the season's over. Big shout out to Coach Prime. Like I said, we spoke briefly yesterday. Shador, Travis Hunter, the rest of the crew. That's how you come back. That's how you complete a comeback. Not what the Cowboys did. So don't let Michael Irvin spin you and try to act like they on the same path. They didn't complete the comeback. They're not on the same path as Colorado. They lost 2 games already. Colorado only lost 1 game. So we're not on the same path.
You're not inspired by them either. We're going to take that away too.
Yeah. Because look. The Colorado's problems was in the offensive line. A lot of our problems in the defensive line. There's a lot of parallels. Now, and here's the ultimate cookie. Let's dip in the milk. Now, these issues, if Mike McCarthy don't get it right, and we see the parallel where Deion did get it right, then maybe it is time to get Deion and Shador in here then. You see what I'm saying? So here, we're seeing the same kind of problems. We're seeing one man that fix it, and we're going to see if the other man does. And if he don't, we going to get the man that does. That's the game that I'm playing. You playing checkers. I'm playing chess.
Well, let me ask you this, YSL. Look, they just gave Dak $60 million. So they're going to, per year, pardon me, they're going to get Deion and Shador in the Cowboys, at the Cowboys, which I would love now. Now, you might get me over there with the Cowboy Nation if that happens. That's the only way you'll probably get me the Cowboy Nation. But you're talking about this possibly happening, if not next year, in the next 2 years, because people forget Shador got another year because of COVID. He could still go play another year after this year. The question is, after giving,
he come on in and win that thing.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong.
He come in and win that. He come in next year, maybe, and he can do maybe a year on the bench and just learn. It's a different game here now. It's a different game, and learn for a year, because then that's boom. That's probably all of his. I'm just saying, if this thing falls down on the ground, straight to the face, because Jerry, he has to be panicking if that's the case. Right now, trust me, they're worried right now, even at 1-2. You're worried. You see Philadelphia completed and got it done today, so you're running parallels, and now you got the Giants. At least it's a quick turnaround game for Thursday for them.
I know we got to move on, Stat, but give me a second with Mike, because his revolving door game, his spin cycle is crazy. So you're telling me that Deion and Shador will have the patience to sit there and watch Dak for a year, and if it's not going right, not just watch Dak for a year. Let's say it's not going right, like you say this year, it's not going right next year, and he ends up going to the Cowboys. The media alone, if it doesn't go right, will be first of all, the Dallas Cowboy media is already one out this world. But to have the Cowboys not winning and Shador over there every week after week, Cowboys are 3-9, nigga, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know what will happen? Do you think that they're ready for that? Because now
they would go crazy.
They would go crazy.
But we will have, you know, a great lawyer takes the most recent cases and put them on the right on the desk. The most recent cases.
A great
so
lawyer.
Being a great lawyer. If I was the Johnny Cochran this, I would say things like case in point, Carolina is not finer for playing that young man so fast. You see what I'm saying? He was the first pick in the draft, but he went to a place, and look at it now. And they bench Bryce Young, and then Andy Dalton, the dinosaur comes in, and they win a game. How much did that hurt Bryce Young's stock? Now, people are saying, oh, maybe this kid really can't play because they put him out there too soon. See, Deion's going to protect his kid from that, too. He's going to know this game is different. Now, look at all the banging up and the hitting Shador's taking right now in college. You don't want to come right in the league and have to take that. You want to learn how to decipher these defenses before you deal with that and have a long career. A long career. You know what I mean? Deion don't mind sitting him that 1 year. That 1 year won't hurt. And then he only have to play 2 before he gets a new deal. Well, he'll be a rookie. Probably have to play after.
Well, listen, that's what I'm saying. And this will be my last point. You got the final word after this. Now, let's say he does go to Dallas and Dak plays good and Dallas makes it to a NFC Conference championship game since the last time you played, because they haven't been to one since you played. You know that, right?
Right.
Not a Super Bowl.
Right.
Not a Super Bowl. An NFC Conference championship they haven't been to in 30 years. Let's say that happens.
Okay.
What is Shador going to do now? Because they be like, well, we was one step away.
What do you mean?
So you're going to sit on the bench 2 years?
No, listen. You can't call a great situation a problem. That's a great situation. You telling me I got a guy that finally cracked the code and got to an NFC championship, and I got a young guy who I know and believe can take me to a championship. Yeah, that's a great problem. That's a great problem. Now, the age different, the years time different. Yeah, hey, in another year or so, it's Deion Sanders. If he turn this thing around, he's going to keep his son and come up off of that.
There's no problem. Every scenario, I gave you 17 scenarios, and none of them is a problem.
Neither one of them
is a problem.
No.
Figure 8, Mike. Figure 8.
The real kicker here is we got to make sure, like, there's going to be a ton of pressure to put Shador Sanders on that football field when he gets in the NFL right away. And I'm just telling y'all, somebody better look at that Bryce Young case, because it's different at this level. It is, you know what I mean? And it can ruin you and mess you up. And I know Deion knows this, and he won't allow it. It'd be a great thing if he could sit a year. If he could sit a year. I'm not saying he would.
Why can't he just be good enough to come in and play, though?
Listen, man, Deion, don't listen to Mike. Deion
ain't bringing his son off no Cowboys. He's from Dallas. Can't go to Dallas and
he is
come
good
off
enough
the bench.
to play. Oh my God, y'all cannot blow this. This is a great opportunity here. I know Deion will see it. It's a great opportunity.
You know what?
It's a great.
We're gonna bring Deion up here next week with you.
And see if Deion agrees and concurs.
Next Sunday,
thesis
next Monday morning, I'm gonna see if coach is available.
We're gonna be up here about this. I've asked Deion a million times, man. Deion always said, man, my calling are the kids. I want to help the kids. You know what I told him? I said, you know how much you can help them kids with another $100 million? when you get another $100 million, you can throw them 50.
What
You
you
can
have to do with
Mike, stay on course, Mike. YSL Irvin. Let's get back to YSL Irvin.
Yeah. Okay. So real quick, before we go to the next part, right? After the loss, Dak was telling reporters, jump off if you want. How do you guys feel about Dak saying that? Are you ready to jump ship, or that's never going to happen? How are you feeling about what Dak had to say?
I right now, I just want to see it. I don't want to hear no more. Let everybody else talk. That's it. I mean, everybody in that locker room, I want it performed. That's all. We've been talking and talking and talking. And let us, as long as we can do all the talking. But you guys in the locker room, I don't want to hear anything. I just want, I want them to be quiet like Shannon Sharp was on that tape. I don't want to hear. That's all. I want that kind of quiet. I don't need that noise. I need performance, and that yeah. So yeah.
Okay. Heard it here first. Okay. Moving along, because the discussion continues. So Jamie Foxx ended his live after Jerry Jones started talking about players' meat sizes. Jerry Jones said he looked pretty good right there. He showed balance, 5'9.5", 210 pounds, 9 and 3-inch hands, 8.5-inch dick. Then Jamie immediately cut the live. After seeing that clip, what's going on over there, Mike?
That's Mike, man.
Yeah, it's his homie.
Yeah. Jerry Jones put him on a private.
Hey, yo, let me ask, and this is super duper pause. Do y'all got to get y'all shit measured before y'all join the Cowboys? Pause. What the fuck? Pause. Like, what part of the game is that?
Oh my God, man.
Oh no, Jerry is the Django. Jerry running the Django.
Jerry the Django is
Jerry
crazy.
the Django.
YSL Irvin.
Wait.
YSL Irvin and
Jerry the Django.
First thing I gotta ask y'all is, first thing, do we know this to be? I did see that. Do you know that to be true? That's AI. It must be AI generated. That's what it must be. You don't even know what's real nowadays. I don't know. Hey, what was Jerry be talking
Mike,
about?
that's big A.
Man,
Mike, man.
my man's handles like that.
Mike, you off the 151 this morning. You lit,
sure
my
Jerry was
nigga.
talking about how you stick around. You stick around. You saying
Yeah, Don Julio Irvin.
you stick around. Listen. I don't. Hey,
Mike
but for real,
said
for real.
that's AI.
I have never ever had any conversation about another man's size in no manner, in no way, and I don't even know if we should be touching it with all this Diddy time around. See what I'm saying? No, I don't know.
Let's go, YSL. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Let's get out of this, baby. Let's get out of it.
Nigga said, leave it alone. Move on.
Leave it alone. Mike said, leave it alone. You got baby oil on you, too.
I don't know how that would go anywhere, man.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
That was a good one, Mike. That was good.
Okay. So we'll just move along from that. But it definitely wasn't AI, so y'all can
trouble. I'm just having fun. I'm already apologizing to Nick. I'm just telling him I'm just having fun with y'all. It's y'all fault. Don't get me in trouble.
Well, Stat analyzed it. She said it wasn't AI.
It was not. That's why he ended the live immediately. But
So
I'll let you think what you
Jamie hit
think.
the end button.
Yeah, he cut it off immediately.
Whose live was it?
Jamie Foxx.
Oh, not good.
He said,
Yeah, hey, listen, we got other questions to be asking here, and I love him like I don't know what, but boy, that's player's code right there that he just broke. Like, what you doing, man?
Yeah.
Dude, you gonna put on a lie? They gonna tell us? You know we got dead bodies all around here. What are you doing? You know we got dead bodies. We may be saying anything. Don't be turning on no lies around me.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, my opinion, that's what got Antonio Brown kicked out of Pittsburgh. Having live on at halftime or the end of the game or whenever it was, and Mike Tomlinson went crazy about that. Yeah. So I dig that.
And then got him kicked. And then got him kicked out of Oakland. Remember when he talked about when they said, "Oh, he was live screaming, talking to his agent."
Yeah.
And then when he got the trade, jumping around, I was like, "Man, hey, man, come on, man, it's just yeah." 2 days before he got that $30 million guaranteed.
Yeah, he said, "Fuck it."
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, and to be honest, live is becoming a problem for everybody because we saw Shannon Sharp, and then even Marlon Humphrey went live and put it on Lamar Jackson. He said you shouldn't even be doing a live right now, even though they beat y'all. So it's been causing a lot of problems for people.
I swear, I was at a funeral, and my niece grabbed my phone. I never done it live in my life, and she went to live, right? And at the funeral, was showing the family having fun. Then I get my phone back. I put it in my pocket. Everybody start going, "Man, you still don't like that." God, I was at a funeral. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my. Any other place, could have been. But, man, I'd never gone on a live. That was the only time. I don't even know how to do it because that would scare me to death.
Yeah, it's stressful. So don't recommend if you don't know how to use live. Okay, so moving along, Justin Fields leads the Steelers to a 3-0 start after a 20-10 win versus the Chargers. How long do you guys see these victories lasting, Mike?
Let me tell you what I said, too, because Cam almost texted you, too, when it was going down. I almost hit you with when he got the turnover. Because I was telling everybody, hey, he can keep the job as long as he don't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin, he's defense coach. He just don't want you to turn that thing over.
Yeah.
So when he turned it over, I said, "Oh, he just cracked the dough."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Russell Wilson started warming up.
Right. But he had finished up that game pretty good now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Made some plays down the stretch. So yeah, I think Mike Tomlin will ride this out. You go 3-0. You can't take him off the field right now. You say Russ needs one more week to get healthy.
Look, I wouldn't until we lose, or not even one loss is going to get him off the field for me. It will have to be a couple losses. He ended up with 245 yards. He did have the interception, but he did have a touchdown. To me, this was more about the Chargers. And congratulations to the Steelers. You see status here.
Yeah.
Steeler power. The whole studio is wearing Steelers jerseys around here. Everybody came in all of a sudden.
Got 90.
Yo, Nick, I don't
even know who had jerseys got a jersey.
They got wide and
I
host.
did not know this nigga was
This nigga Larry over here with the throwback Steelers jersey on, man. Listen, Stat comes in with, anyway, congratulations to the Steelers. To me, this is more about what they're going to do with Justin Herbert, because the first 3 games, it seems like don't get me wrong, the running was doing good the first 2 games, but they're using Justin Herbert as a game manager. I'm looking at the stats here, and he only threw the ball 18 times. 12 for 18. He had 125 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. What the fuck? I mean, I know I'm not going to sit here and question Harbaugh's decisions or how he moves. And, I think he's a great pro coach and a great college coach. And I think he's a player coach more than anything else. But, you got one of them niggas, right? What is this game management shit you doing with Justin Herbert? Let that nigga go. Pause. Like, I don't understand. Mike, what's your assessment of this, him not getting a pass attack the first 3 weeks?
Right. And it's funny, I was talking about this with some people, and I was saying, this is what Harbaugh does. And it's not just what he needs to do with the quarterback is what he's trying to do with the whole team. He's setting a mentality that we're going to play physical football. We're not throwing the ball around. We're going to play physical football. Now, if he can set that mentality and then add Justin Herbert, then he has something. Because he's saying, now we're going to attack every game and make sure we give you support. We're going to have people up in this line of scrimmage because they're going to be thinking run. And now we're going to open up that secondary for you. He came in with so much hype and about his capabilities and ability, and we want to match him up against Patrick Mahomes. Coach Harbaugh's saying, I'm going to lose that fight all the time. Let me get you with the run game. Like the Tennessee Titans, who used to beat Patrick Mahomes, who knows how to beat him because they were running the ball a lot. Let me give you a kind of a good run game like that. Then use you sparingly and correctly to take over and beat a Patrick Mahomes. And there's nothing wrong with starting off like that. That's how Tom Brady started off. And the more you continue to learn, the more I spoon feed you and give you. That's how you grow a young quarterback. I think he's doing a great job. And that's what that's the approach. And Quinn Johnson, that young receiver they got from TCU, scored a couple of touchdowns last week and scored touchdowns today. I mean, they're building that connection. But it runs off that run game. J.K. Dobbins and all those boys in that run game. That's what he said, a mentality.
Well, listen, I wouldn't disagree with you, Mike, and that's why we got you up here for your knowledge. But that shit ain't worked this week.
Yeah, I'm gonna disagree with that.
Yeah, because the thing about it is this, listen, I'm not opposing to what you say because I never looked at it that way, and that's a good way to look at it. But what I would say is this: when you're seeing you're not scoring in the second half because all their points came, they had 7 points in the first quarter, 3 points in the second quarter. Third quarter and fourth quarter didn't score. We have to have a backup plan to get some points on the board if the running game isn't working.
I was about to say. It sounds like when Philadelphia.
Justin Herbert got hurt though.
Right?
Yeah.
Justin Herbert got hurt, and then they really couldn't use like one. And let me just tell you why they lost. Now, what I said were he built the mentality. They played the people that lives on the mentality. You see what I'm saying? That's physical over there. They've been that way forever. So, you're trying to make these guys go in there and beat those old Lions. No. I knew that wasn't going to happen. But I do like his approach.
Mike, why not have Harbaugh do both of them at the same time? Like simultaneously, like let Herbert go out there and get some points and then turn it into a running game, or vice versa. Let them do the running game and then let them get some points. Because when you're trying to make it just solely like we're going to take this process, that process has not worked. If you think about some of the quarterbacks that came in and did phenomenally well, whether it was Brady, it was the moment he got that start. I mean, he took over for Bledsoe, he ran. When you look at what's the young guy, CJ? He did well right away. You're looking at Patrick Mahomes. He did well right away. So it seems like that old school mentality is not how the last couple of great quarterbacks have been introduced. What do you think about that?
But Pat Mahomes sat behind
Alex Smith,
the quarterback.
Yeah, Alex Smith.
He sat behind Alex Smith. He sat behind Alex Smith. He had a whole good year. They put him in sparingly towards the end of that year and got him some reps. But he got a chance to see what an NFL football field is like. Now, get this. I don't know how long has Justin Herbert been in the league? How long? What is this? Fifth, sixth year? How long is he? Because he just got done with fourth year, fifth year. However long he's been in the league. The approach you're talking about taking, every coach he's had is taking that approach. And every coach he's had ain't coaching them anymore. You see what I'm saying? Every coach he had has taken that approach.
Yeah.
And everyone he had is not coaching him anymore. That's why Coach Harbaugh said, I'm not going to do the same thing and expect a different results like all them other chumps. He's a brilliant dude.
So the other coaches was chumps?
Yeah, that's just his way of saying it. Hey, listen. Hey.
You ain't say that, Mike.
I ain't saying that. The Chargers fired him. Don't be saying that. Get your chump ass out of here. You know what I mean? Let me stop, man. You know, hurt people hurt people. So y'all messing with me, I'm messing with everybody. Y'all stop messing with me.
Hurt people. I like that.
Mike, they got to get you on power. Pause. We got to call 50 and get you on power.
Hurt people. Yeah, we got to put Mike in a movie.
Yeah, Mike got to go in a movie.
Well, I'm just going to say I called this. It's a great time to be alive and be a Steelers fan because, one, our defense is doing phenomenal. And even with Justin Fields playing at the quarterback position, I felt like he had a lot of doubt, which makes sense. We didn't know how he was going to fit with our offense. This was his game to show, like, I'm not just a manager. I have potential. Y'all doubted me. I'm going to show y'all what I could do. Who's very efficient. He has a great relationship with the wide receivers because even though he wasn't throwing to George Pickens as much, he also had Calvin Austin that he could give that touchdown pass to. So I'm happy for the team. And then next we play the Colts. I already see us having to win that game. I feel like that's going to be an easy W. So I think we're at a good little start.
A great start. A great start.
Just know, y'all. Just know that was a great picture.
Oh,
and y'all know, leave me alone. That was a great picture.
That looks like a great picture.
Thank you.
Stat, who's 57?
That looks like a great
That's my friend's jersey. I ain't no Ravens fan. I know, but
who is 57?
It was just a nice picture.
Put it out there now.
Who's 57? They got you to switch up, Stat.
Ain't nobody got me to switch up. Ain't nobody got me to switch up.
Your
Y'all
dad
know.
didn't see that.
What did y'all say last week? You mad, so I'm going to use your quote against you.
I like the Steelers.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So I think we're at a great point. I just had to make that clear because I've been waiting to say this because y'all were like,
So the
week one, you're getting ahead of yourself, Stat. Oh my gosh, it's just one game. But we are to a great start. So that's just really nice to say.
Y'all going to win the division?
I like our odds.
Okay.
I like
You
our
like
odds.
the odds.
Yeah.
But you don't think y'all gonna win it.
I didn't say that we're not going to win. I said I like our odds.
You like the way it's going.
Yes. I got to see a little bit more.
I mean, to your defense, Jefferson almost played perfect other than that interception. He played really well. But I don't see this remaining. You know what I'm saying? Don't get too excited.
Wait a minute. Wait. Why not, though? You talking about Pittsburgh? You're talking about Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Yes. He said he doesn't see it continuing.
Right. Who's over there going to stop him? Cleveland? Cincinnati? Cincinnati going through what they're going through.
How about the team that beat y'all today? How about them? How about the team that beat Dallas?
You forget them that fast?
Right. No doubt. Yeah, hey, listen, I understand. I know Baltimore's there, but you're talking about a team that was fighting not to be 0-3. And right now, the other team was fighting to be 3-0. There's a difference.
Oh,
why don't you run for president, boy?
Mike.
Like, that's why we got
Mike Irvin. And he supports that message. Yeah. Mike.
Well, listen, man. What I will say is this: like I said, I'm a Mike T fan, so I'm not. It ain't like I'm sad about it. Congratulations, but it's a long season. We got another 14 weeks to go, man. Congrats, though.
Yeah.
And
3 and 14.
just for the record, y'all do know I got on my black and yellow.
Everybody got on black and yellow today. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Black and yellow, that black and yellow.
This is beautiful.
That nigga worse than you,
that
bro.
nigga.
Yo, murder, this worse than you.
I'm having a great day.
You don't see how out of pocket you are until you see somebody else do what you do. Mike, that's wild right there.
Oh, we are locked
Mustard
in.
jeans and black shirt. Mike, that's crazy, Mike.
I'm gonna keep it real. And you don't really see Murder. I'm glad you can see it.
Yeah, this is
I'm
like
dealing with three. When I'm dealing with three Floridians, and this is what y'all do. This is how y'all was raised.
Hey man, say man. Okay. We're gonna go to break. When we return, we will talk about the Chiefs. Don't go anywhere.
One Allen, one heart, one love.
Excuse me? After last night's performance, we're gonna do this again? Not tonight. I don't think so. And make sure you close the door behind you.
When I take the pussy up, man. When I take the pussy up, man. When I take the pussy up, man.
I'm Rico fucking strong.
Took that horsepower.
Oh,
Girl,
yeah.
giddy up.
Baby!
Fast money, Manny, fresh shit, cash money, Moscow mule.
I'm back.
Looking back at her, I'm a crash.
Hell no. Muchacho, levántate. Toma eso, bébetelo.
Right now?
Well, cuña.
Okay.
Well,
Now, right now. Right now.
yeah.
Girl, let me see you walk it off. Boom, let me see you walk it off. Yeah, let me see you walk it off. Go, girl, let me see you walk it off.
Welcome back. Now let's get into our underdog picks of the day. Today, the Bengals will play the Commanders. Underdog has Joe Burrow at 264.5 passing yards. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
Higher.
I wish it was higher, man, but I don't. This really, I don't know what Jamar Chase's attitude is like this week. I don't know if he happy. I don't know if he upset. I don't know if he was doing his thing in practice. Now, usually, using Code Cam, I would definitely say high, especially my nigga. You know, it should be a breakout game one of these games sooner or later. But after seeing Jamar Chase's attitude last week, I just don't know where he's at mentally. I'm gonna go lower.
Okay. Terry McLaurin is at 46.5 receiving yards. Do you have him higher or lower, Cam?
Lower.
Higher.
Okay, and Jamar Chase is at 80.5 receiving yards. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
How many yards again?
80.5
I'm
receiving.
gonna go higher.
I don't know where his brain is at, man.
Like, I don't know.
You gotta get more than 80.
Nah, because I don't know. See, you didn't see the game last week when they played the Chiefs.
When he was arguing on the sideline.
Arguing on the field
Yeah.
with Joe Burrow. Then you get a penalty that takes you out of field goal range. Luckily, they get the yardage back to get the field goal, but it could have been a potential touchdown. You go on the sideline, you're still going crazy. Your contract's still not done. And then you're telling niggas, I don't even want to renegotiate my contract, which Mike was referring to week one when we were saying that, Jerry wasn't done fixing Dak's contract before the season was started.
Zeke and all of them.
Fixing CD Lamb's contract before the season started. I don't know what that's working out for him today, but week one, it sounded good week one. Shit don't sound good week three, but I really don't know where his mindset is at. I'm going to say lower only because I need to see them play good. And this is a game that y'all guys should put the division on notice and get a win.
Yeah,
because you got people, you got 16 people coming in here with Steeler jerseys. It's fucking crazy.
No,
I'm talking about because they in the same division.
Got orange on when you talking about Cleveland.
Yeah,
I meant the Bengals.
Yeah,
it's not for Cleveland. It's for the U.
No, I'm just saying. But we was just talking shit because they in the same division as the Steelers. Oh, here we go. Mike in the building.
Oh, girl, I heard that, girl. Girl said for the you right, girl. I like to see that, man. That's why.
Said girl.
I'm so glad I came right on here. I just naturally got on this black and yellow. And see what?
Black and yellow and orange. It's just crazy.
Yeah, right.
Remember, Underdog is hooking you up with profit boost tokens for today only. So check out the lobby now and get more money when you win. So download the Underdog app and you can make your picks too. We are joined back with our analyst, Michael Irvin. So the Chiefs beat the Falcons 22-17. Are the Chiefs looking unbeatable this year, Mike?
Let's go, YSL.
No, they're not looking unbeatable now, but in order to beat them, you have to play great late. They've looked beatable in every game, but they played late great and played great late. Look how easy and quick that thing was. Lamar could have won them the first game. And today, they surely could have lost that game. I knew it. I told you Atlanta was going to play them real hard. I just can't pick anybody over Patrick Mahomes because of how he handled things late in the game. And again, it showed up. So now they don't look unbeatable, but it's still not that easy to beat them because you can't make a mistake. Patrick Mahomes, he capitalized on them. And that's why even when we talk about the Chargers, if you can get a run game like that and late in the game, just run the damn ball. Stop trying to put, like tonight, right? Raheem, Coach Morris, you go down. If you kick a field goal, the game will be 22-20. Then you got the ball back. You'd have came back and kicked the game-winning field goal because his defense had stopped the Chiefs. But in his head, he's looking at Patrick Mahomes. If I take this, we're only going to be 22-20. He's going to at least go and get a field goal. And if he gets a field goal, now we got to come get, you see what I'm saying? We got to come back and get another touchdown anyway. So it's the fear of Patrick Mahomes made you make a bad decision. You should have kicked that field goal. Your defense came out, stopped them. You make that drive, you'd have won that game. That's the difference. And beating Patrick, they look beatable. Travis Kelce's not caught that many passes this year. They look beatable, but they're really not with Patrick Mahomes in the end of the game.
Yeah, I'm glad you cleared that up, Mike, because this is like 3-card Molly when you're playing the Chiefs, right? It looks like something is there that's not there. And every time you think you got them and only to flip the card over and you don't have us, you know. We're the champs, Mike. You got to get this correct.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah, you think for sure we got them with this, only to lift that card and recognize that is not your card. That is not your card. And that's what makes a great swindler, you know, because it looks like you have it. When it comes to the Chiefs, each time it's their attention to details. When you're talking about championship teams, Mike, you know this, it's the attention to details. So it's these little areas that seem small to one group that is humongous pause when it comes to the ending of the game. And that's what it always turns into. It's like this little error that you make that blows the game wide open. And that's what continues to happen with the Chiefs.
I agree with you, Mike. And what's going on is that the NFL knows this Taylor Swift brings extra fucking people to the stadium. That shit last week against the Bengals when they called that pass interference with 4th and 16. That was just fucking ridiculous. It was out of control. Mase could do this 3-card Monty.
I'm just talking about the Falcons and Baltimore.
You all this weed and chips.
We know what happened in the Chase game.
Listen, what I'm saying is this. Okay, today, you're right. I agree with both of you today. NFL knows we need Taylor. We know that she brings the view. Taylor, what's the Chiefs record when Taylor Swift is there?
So when Taylor Swift is in attendance, they are 10-3.
This is an important stat.
So she can't go on tour. She can't go on tour playoff time.
When Taylor Swift is in attendance, they're 10-3. What a Super Bowl. Throw the Super Bowl in there at that, man. But listen, and I'm not joking, so I'm not going to say all jokes aside. I am serious, but Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes, man. Until further notice, he's that deal, bro. And I can't even argue with that. And I love Patrick Mahomes. I think he's super dope. until further notice, Patrick Mahomes is the man. I love Andy Reid. Not just Patrick Mahomes. I love Andy Reid. I'm so happy I'm more happy for Andy Reid than anybody because when he was in Philadelphia, he was always right there and couldn't get over the hump.
Dude.
You know, he gets to this Super Bowl and you got Terrell Owens arguing, well, what's my nigga Donovan McNabb? It just, you know, that locker room was fucking suicide in there, and Andy Reid is paying the price for it. So when he gets to Kansas City and shows that he's such a good coach, I'm happy for him. I'm very successful. I think that since he's been there, and as an NFL head coach, I'm more happy for him than anybody else. What I will say is this, Murder may be right when it comes to these niggas doing podcasts, because the Kelsey has not been looking, Trav has not been looking like Trav of old now. I know he's getting a little older, and I know everything else he may have going on with Taylor, but the podcast, he did $100 million deal. I don't even think he got $100 million deal in the NFL. This is we got to Google his contract. So it's the podcast Murder messing with his play, because he's not playing bad.
I told you this.
But it ain't the Kelsey that we've been seeing.
Every time niggas they got to keep the first thing the first thing. That's what Maurice taught us. You got to keep the first thing the first thing. You guys get on this podcast, all of a sudden you're not playing as well. And I don't know if I like that. I'm gonna use Cam voice. I don't like that.
He has a 2-year, $34 million contract.
Because you talked about
Mike,
Andy Reid, man, and I started something. I started the show talking about something about Dallas needing to find a player. I just want to break this down and show you something. You see, when you get a guy like Andy Reid, dude, that's a different dude. Andy Reid can go pick some up off the old the scrap heap, and make it look like it's something new. That's what he did with Juju Smith-Schuster. I said, hey, I thought that he's still alive. Oh, touchdown. You see what I'm saying? That's what Andy Reid knows how to do. Now, I keep saying the Cowboys got to see, they're offense. I don't know that they know how. They can't do that. They don't know how. That's the concern. Andy Reid can find anybody. You know who else? Kyle Shanahan. He'll find some more players, even though they lost today. He'll find other players to make players. Those are different kind of offensive coordinators. And they're beating you, and that's why it don't matter the players they're using. They're beating you system beating system. So it's not man beating man, like you go beat that guy. No, we're going to run crossing routes and everything. Our system is going to be your system. If you got 2 guys over there, we're going to flood that zone with 3 guys. You can't cover them all. It's a system beating a system. They're brilliant, brilliant coaches.
And listen, Mike, to add on to that, I'm going to have to totally agree with you, because I thought when the enemy left that he was the one, because they made it seem like he was the one. And he left and he went over to Washington. And they was like, damn, the offense ain't going to be the same. And shit, goddamn, it looked just as good as when he was gone as when he was there. That's first and foremost. Secondly, what I will say is let's keep an eye out. Pacheco is out for 6 to 8 weeks. They're running back still. He played good. He played decent today. He had 72 yards on the ground. But Pacheco's a big part of that offense. But if anybody's going to figure out, I'd say it is Andy Reid.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have
he's undrafted. He's undrafted. That running back, undrafted. Out there running like he just got drafted high in somebody's draft. Man, wait. Andy can take a construction worker and get some yardage out of him. He's just a brilliant dude.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to pray for the 49ers, because they're looking like this is going to be a horrible year. We love Coach Shanahan, the York family, and the Twins. So we definitely going to have to keep 49ers in your prayers.
Okay. And then we're going to discuss 2 more games real quick before we wrap. So the Texans lost to the Vikings 34-7, leaving CJ Stroud visibly frustrated. The Vikings are also now 3-0, their first 3-0 start since 2016. What does this mean for them, and what are your thoughts on the game, Mike?
Man, I've been throwing so much praise towards the Vikings, man, and watching them and just love how they play. In the game today, Sam Darnold got hurt. He went out and, out for a few plays. When he came back in, that stadium erupted. Already, you know, they can see, they're saying, this is what you mean to us, you know. And I knew that must have felt good for him after all he's been through, you know what I mean? Because he's been through stuff, especially coming through New York. So I know that must have felt good. And it feels like they got something. It's like this is the perfect system for Sam and the perfect players around Sam. Minnesota looks like right now one of the top two teams in the NFC, bar none, if not the top team in the NFC right now.
I don't know about this Vikings, man. I just don't see a Viking championship team. You know, like they may win a few games, but I just can't put them in that conversation. The Vikings are like the Lions to me. The same way Cam feels about the Lions, that's how I feel about the Vikings. They could play very well, but you just know when it's all said and done, they won't be there. So I can't give any energy to that.
Who is your team in the NFC then?
I only go for the Chiefs. That was a good.
But you are, no, I'm
I'm
not.
an AFC guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like East Coast, West Coast. I don't have a West Coast artist. You know, just East Coast.
I'm
you
just
know?
asking. I mean, you're an analyst, so I thought that's what you were paid to do. So I didn't know if you had any. They paid
I would go with Let me see.
It's really hard to pick right now because you could. I mean, the Eagles. You could have said the Saints. The Saints didn't look good to
Yeah, the Eagles would be my NFC team.
But I'm not sure.
But the Eagles didn't look nothing like the Eagles. The Eagles struggle too now.
Yeah, they won it the last.
I know he made me pick an NFC team. I don't fool with the NFC. I'm an AFC guy.
No, I'm just trying to say because the Niners don't look good. The only undefeated team right now in the NFC is the Seattle Seahawks. So, I like how the season is going. It's nothing surprising for me from the Buffalo Bills, nothing surprising from the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, we have surprises from the 49ers. Maybe it's due to injury. We didn't think Lamar Jackson and these guys would start off 1-2.
Oh,
so
Mike,
everybody except for the crazy Cowboy fans and Michael Irvin, we already knew this was going to happen. But it seems like a lot of it's parallel. This is really any given Sunday, the first 3 weeks. But yeah, back to what Mike said. Happy for Sam Darnold. Look, New York is one of the toughest markets to play in. Listen, you will get crucified in 35 minutes, man. They do not care, man. I seen them boo Carmelo Anthony, man. You know what I'm saying? They do not care in New York. So, dealing with that and coming out where he's at right now, look, what he had today, 4 touchdowns, 181 yards. He looked really good. CJ, 2 interceptions, touchdown. I can't wait. You know, this is what we was talking about, Mike, too, as far as wide receivers, because I'm not saying today because he was targeted, I believe, 12 times, 10 receptions, Stephon Diggs. But how long do you think till he starts coming over there yelling at the quarterback? I give it week 9.
Right.
I give it week 9. This was
the game.
Yeah. What you say?
This was the game now because you remember he was returning Minnesota. That was his old team.
Right.
So, you know, they were going to certainly. This was the hot button game. If you didn't give them targets, it
would have been a problem.
You know what I mean? You could have seen. Yeah, it could have been something. But I think he'll be cool because honestly, just being honest, it was a black head coach and a black quarterback.
Right.
You see what I mean? As opposed to other places that he's been. Both of those guys ain't never been black for him.
Gotcha.
Okay. And last game, the Panthers beat the Raiders 36-22. Did Andy Dalton just revive his career? Mike.
No.
Come on, Mike. I was thinking, please say yes.
No. And I love Andy, and I can't talk about a man. He's carved himself a fine career. But, you know, No, there wasn't anything really to revive outside, to that level anyway. Now you can step in and make plays and really when you make that kind of change, because what happens is you get all of those guys who saying, man, we can win now, but our talent, we can win now with our talent. Our quarterback just need time to learn and grow. So when they get a veteran in there, then all of a sudden, boy, those guys play above expected because they finally got somebody that knows how to get everybody the ball. So everybody raises their level. And it's good for a game, but it's not sustainable all the time. You know what I'm saying? It just raised that moment. So, no. And they had a great career, fine career, but this is a stopgap. There's no future with Andy Dalton in Carolina, so they still got to go find a quarterback.
So, in other words, this is like putting Band-Aids on stitches.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, when it comes to Carolina, you don't think he gets major credit for stepping in and winning right away with a team that didn't seem like they could win?
Oh yeah, he gets credit for that. But what I'm saying is, this is not. Oh my God! Now they can trade Bryce Young, and they're going now. They might as well just ride and stick Andy Dalton out there. And now Andy's going to go get another 5-year, $250 million deal because wow, Carolina's ready to win now. That's a bit overreaction.
But if he wins 4 more games, let's say he wins 3 of the next 4 games, it does kind of revitalize his situation because now he's seen as a person that's even temporarily turning that franchise around.
Right. Just like Joe Flacco did for the Cleveland Browns last year.
I was just about to say that. Listen, Joe Flacco got a job this year behind that.
Yeah.
I know he's a backup, but he's a backup in Indianapolis. He was on the couch until Cleveland Browns called him up last year, led him to the playoffs, and now at least he's on the bench. He's not on his couch. He has a job. And I agree with you, Mike. I think you're 100% right. But Andy Dalton at least looks like he could get a job. And look, I'm not going off one game. It's a long season. You got plenty of time to go. But 319 yards your first game back, 3 touchdown passes, and then you win by 14 points. Not only that, you score in every quarter. This looked really good, and I know this gave Carolina some hope. Then what I will say is this. They can rate. Listen, no, what they can do. Yeah, it was a great win. They can raise the ticket prices from $3 to $7 now. So we'll see how that works out for y'all the next week's game. And then if y'all win again, y'all could go to $14 for a ticket. We'll see how that works out. I thought it was a great win. And I'll tell you another thing, Murd. I came here straight from a flight today. I came here straight from a flight, taking care of some business last night, and I got here this morning. And walking through the airport, I remember when the season ended last year, or not just ended, the football season, they were so excited to have Antonio Pierce be their head coach. I never heard this motherfucker Antonio Pierce walking through the airport today, outside in front of the airport. This motherfucker. Yeah, boy, he was hot. Yeah, the fans. He was hot. The fans, but I'm talking about the fans. They wanted him here, Mike. And now that they got him, this motherfucker. I done heard about 19 of those before I got to the studio this morning.
Carolina is crazy.
Yeah, they was pissed off with him today.
Yeah. Did you see it in his post-game conference? Post-game, he said he had many players that made business decisions out there today. And he said, when we get back and watch the film, we're going to be making a business decision on them. Business decision means he just decided, I don't want to put my body in there. I'm not going to take that hit. I'm just going to take that check. You see, or you don't want to risk your body. You just want to take that. That's called a business decision. No pain, just the game. Okay, right. He's going to go in the film room now and make business decisions on all of them. Jimmy Johnson would be cutting them. Anybody just to send a message to make sure everybody else knows you try that again and we lose to that team, a team like that. Yeah, we got to get you out of here.
Well,
I think Coach would do that.
Well, the thing about it is this, Mike, I love that assessment because he has to make a business decision on them because management and ownership will make a business decision on you.
Yeah.
So that has to
right. That's the part he didn't say, Cal. You're right. Right. So he should have He could have said it that way.
Yeah.
Like, hey, they making business decisions out there. Somebody's gonna make a business. You're right. You're absolutely right.
That's right.
And that's why he's going to get him out of there. I promise you that. Take the gym. Jimmy would tell us, I don't need friends. I need friends that can help me win. If you can't help me win, you can't be my friend. That's the main thing in this game is wins, not friends. And that's what he has to do.
Okay, well, Mike, it was a pleasure to have you today.
YSL is being real, YSL.
It's always good, man. Y'all brighten my day, man. I must give y'all that. Y'all brighten my day. I
Likewise, man.
Forward to spending some time with you.
Mike, it was a pleasure to have you on the show today. We will see you in a couple days. But that is all the time that we have for today. Thanks for watching. And as always, it is what it is.
See you, YSL, Mike.
What you want, nigga? Everything, nigga, super size. 2 Big Macs, like when they doing them 2 for $5.